Hi, I'm Hazel. It is almost Saturday today, which makes it time to catch up with a brand new vlog, and this week people are finally starting to unlock their Dark Iron Dwarves and Magheart Orcs for the first time. Zandalari and Kulturan Humans not available yet, not in the game at this time, probably 8.1, but Dark Irons and Magheart are in. If you haven't unlocked them yet and you want to, the requirements are finishing the War Campaign achievement as well as getting exalted with your War Campaign rep, so the 7th Legion for Alliance and the Honor Band for Horde, and congratulations to everybody that was really excited about that. I haven't even unlocked them yet. I don't have any plans to make them, and I haven't finished the War Campaign. Honestly, I haven't finished the, I haven't even finished the Pride of Kulturas thing because I need to finish the Stormsong Valley questing campaign. Like, I didn't need to finish all of the quest achievements in order to finish leveling, and then once you're 120, there's just like so much going on that it's really hard to be like, okay, I'm gonna go finish these leveling quests for, I know there's stuff there, but oh man, I feel behind. I don't know if it was this week or last week, but recently they added some new WoW stuff to the gear store. I'm wearing one of the new WoW shirts, not sponsored, they didn't send me the stuff. I just, you get like a 20% off card when you buy the collector's edition, and then I looked at that, and then I looked at the gear store, and they were like, new WoW stuff, and I was like, oh no. So, I have some new Alliance shirts, because you can never have too many Alliance shirts, apparently. And also, I think this really fits my aesthetic of, if I close my eyes, I can pretend that I'm still in bed. It's kind of my look these days. But they also have WoW luggage, and I bought that. I don't really know why. I don't travel, but there's like a duffel bag and a cosmetics bag. I'll show them to you. I briefly thought about doing like a review, but I don't know anything about luggage. I'm gonna be like, it's good, it's got zippers, it closes up, but I'll show you. So this is the duffel bag. It is bigger for some reason than I thought. Like, it's got these snaps on the side, and then if you undo the snaps, then it becomes like twice as tall once it lets go. So it can be like a real big bag. The snaps and embellishments have a little WoW W, which is kind of cool. It's sort of print all over, so I like that it seems usable. It's not like covered in L's or dwarves or anything. It does say World of Warcraft right here, and then aside from that, it's just got like the kind of W print. But it seems good. It's got like pockets. It's real big. It's got zippers. I don't know what else to say, but you know, if I ever start to leave my house, I'll be ready. There was also like a cosmetic sort of toiletry bag, and I figured if I'm already ordering the duffel bag, I may as well just like finish making my bad decisions. A little expensive. I think this was like $75 and this was like $20, $25, $15. I'll put the actual prices up here. But yeah, if you wanted Warcraft luggage, they now have that, so that's what that looks like. This week I have been, I did a little bit of preliminary setup on my TSM groups just in preparation for TSM guides. I am going to make those. I'm not starting them just yet. I have more raid guides to do first, but I started doing a little bit of cleanup on my TSM groups, and part of that is frustrating because I still find the interface really slow, and I don't know how much of that is TSM still having like wrinkles to work out and how much of it is just something going on my end. But everything seems to mostly work once I get it going. I made my first BOE epic flip over the last couple of days. I was very excited. I was terrified it wouldn't sell. Like, I invested this gold. I invested like 125k into a piece that I figured I could sell for a bit more. And then after I'd done it, I was like, am I dumb? You know, like the raid is coming out, so I figured people would want it for raid, but like everybody's gonna get a bunch more of them, and I was afraid that I had just like lost 125k, but I did sell it. I made a good amount of, I made like 75k off it. I think I sold it for like 200. It was very exciting. So I'm getting ready for the TSM thing. The rest of my week has really been just raid guides, and I'm not done yet, so I'm not going to be very interesting for a little bit. Hazel merch actually is coming. That is the other thing that's coming next week. So Wednesday on the 5th, this upcoming Wednesday at noon Pacific, I'm going to release a merch reveal video. We'll be releasing the merch at the same time. It's like one big release. I am so excited to finally have those out in the world. I really hope people other than just me like my test audience of like 2 people were like, they're cute, but like I'd already ordered the samples at that point. I don't think anybody's gonna tell me they're awful, so I hope people like them, and if not, I mean, I have some and I like them, so I can say that I just made some shirts for me. There's 2 designs. One of them is the official Squirrel Squad shirt, and then the other one is going to be limited edition, like a 100k sort of celebration shirt that's for 2 weeks only, and that stuff is gonna be coming on Wednesday. The Trial of Style is happening in WoW right now, so I figure that's gonna be today's stream. I'd say join me this afternoon for Trial of Style stream, but it's already like 2:25. I'm not getting this vlog up before stream. I mean, you can check out the stream VOD, that'll be up. But yeah, Trial of Style is out. I'm really excited to see what they do for new, I mean, I guess I could just go look it up now. What do we have for new cosmetics to buy with this stuff? I might even have enough tokens to just do it without doing it, although obviously we have to do it. You know, we have to prove that gnomes can still get votes. It's not true, it's hard to get votes as a gnome. All I can find so far is one Wowhead comment saying there's nothing new. Is that true? That can't be true. There are no new transmog sets available in Season 3 to purchase. What? I mean, I get that there's a lot going on right now with BFA, but you're just gonna bring the Trial of Style back and not add anything new? That's a letdown. Anyways, questions for this week. Nilzors asks, do you think it's okay that Blizzard blocks a lot of the negative threads in the forums, even though they claim to fix the complaints? Threads like leveling complaints, the scaling, and on how the game works overall. So I'll start by saying that admittedly, I don't spend a lot of time in the WoW forum, so maybe there's a lot more of this going on that I'm just missing. But in my experience of what I have seen from the WoW forums, they tend to lock threads when those threads break rules, and rule-breaking threads tend to overlap a lot with critical threads, but not always. Like I said, I don't spend a lot of time there, but the reason I don't spend a lot of time there is every time I've gone in the past, and maybe this is just because it's the ones that are fun to click on, maybe there's like really constructive, exciting, happy threads elsewhere, but all the threads that I've seen have just been like mountains of salt about something, and the fact that that's what you mostly see when you go to the forums must mean they're not deleting all of it, so. Rose asks, what skincare routine do you use? Your skin is beautiful and clear. I wear a lot of makeup. I've been putting a lot more effort into it recently. I do a cleanser, toner, serum, eye cream, and moisturizer. I've been experimenting with different brands, but the ones I've been using recently have been a lot of Belief and Laneige stuff, which are Korean brands. But honestly, at the end of the day, without makeup, it's pretty average. I am getting a lot of help right now from a ring light as well as foundation. Veritas asks, and this is regarding auction house add-ons, what would you say is the best thing for someone wanting to get into selling their stuff? You want Auctionator. Auctionator. I have a little section of it in all my add-ons video, so if you go to that video, there should be a timestamp section talking about auction add-ons. It should be first on the list, and that will pretty much sort you out. Sushi asks, do you think you will expand your IRL pet roster anytime soon? Is there a type of pet that you've thought about having but have not yet had? So aside from just like more of what I already have, which is like cat, fish, dog, I would be open one day to having like mice or like a snake, not in the same thing, or like a bearded dragon, or like there's lots of pets that I feel like would be manageable to take care of that are really cool, but I also feel like a lot of my pet urges are sort of like satisfied by like the cat, dog, fish thing. I've got like fish as like a sort of a sciencey observational pet, and then, you know, cats and dogs are good for cuddling and being fluffy, and those are the two things that I really like from pets, so I think I'm covered. I was thinking about fish-wise one day, if I was gonna do an Inzoth fish. Did I talk about this in the last week's vlog? I don't remember. After the Warbringer Ashara thing, there was like that, you know, the fish in the Warbringer Ashara. I really wanted to get a fish, and I kind of still do, like one day, that looks kind of like that fish that I can name in Zoth. I think I talked about this on stream, but I was thinking about the kinds of fish that would look like that, and I feel like a black and red Oscar fish might like really do the thing, and that would be a fun fish to have, but it's also like a 75-gallon tank for one fish, and there's like a lot of cool stuff you can do with a 75-gallon tank, so I don't know. Shadow Serenity asks, do you actually enjoy island expeditions, or do you do them only for pets? Any tips? Yeah, I don't think I really enjoy them that much. I've been doing island expeditions for my weekly cap, and I've been lucky enough to get one pet to drop. I had Scuttle drop, and he's been my buddy. Yeah, I don't actually, like, for the actual gameplay itself, I don't find it super engaging, but I've only been doing the normal level difficulty ones. As far as advice, I have had a much better time with island expeditions when I can go in with at least one friend, if not two. And failing that, if you have to solo queue it, I would say do your best to stick together as a group. I can be a little stubborn, and I've definitely queued with some people that are a little stubborn, and when everybody's off doing their own stubborn thing and nobody wants to help each other, nothing really gets done. I also read a tweet this week from Muffinus. It didn't confirm, but implied that Island Expedition rewards may have been hotfixed up after last week's reset. I haven't done mine this week yet. Maybe I'll do that on stream if the Trial of Style has no new rewards. But yeah, maybe they'll be dropping more frequently now, and maybe that'll make them more fun. Ismail asks, what are the reactions that you get when you tell people about your job? There must be interesting reactions. So honestly, it doesn't come up that much because I almost never meet new people. Like if I'm ever meeting people or talking to people out in the world, it's usually such a shallow encounter that it doesn't really get to the point where I'm telling people what I do. The only times I've really had this conversation in the last year were like once at my husband's Christmas office party, and then at my dentist recently this week with my hygienist. And usually it's kind of awkward because I'm kind of awkward, and then I'm trying not to be too detailed with it because I'm not trying to confuse a non-WoW player or a non-stream watcher or non, you know, lots of people are like so far separated from this sphere that they'd really be, you know, overwhelming them with details isn't really productive for the conversation, so I'm trying to be kind of vague. But if I'm too vague, people start to think that I'm producing like adult entertainment content, which is not what I do, so that's always fun. But typically people are just interested and have a lot of questions and have been really nice about it. So that has been my week. Thank you very much for watching. I will continue putting out raid guides and then, you know, other guides, merch launch on Wednesday. If you're subscribed, you know, the stuff will come out and then you can watch it if you want, and that's how this whole thing works. So thank you very much. If you have any questions you would like answered on a vlog, please leave them in the comments and use the word questions so that I can more easily find them, and have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye!